This video will show you how to replace the hardware on a self-storing storm door. The procedures outlined here can be applied to the following storm doors: the Andersen 10 Series panel ventilating storm door, the EMCO 400 Series self-storing storm door, and the EMCO traditional deluxe single vent storm door. You'll need safety glasses and a Phillips screwdriver, as well as a replacement hardware kit available from your Andersen dealer or parts.andersenstormdoors.com. Before you begin, find the service guide that came with your replacement parts. Be sure to read it completely, including all the cautions and warnings. You can also download the guide at andersenstormdoors.com. If you need to familiarize yourself with the terminology in this video, we recommend clicking here to watch a video on identifying the parts of self-storing storm doors. To begin, open the door. Slide the hold-open washer on the closer as shown to keep the door open. First, we will replace the handle set. If you are only replacing the closer, click here to skip to the instructions on replacing the closer. To remove the handle set, use a hex wrench to loosen the set screw on the interior handle. Then, remove the interior handle from the spindle and dispose of properly. Remove the exterior handle and spindle and dispose of properly. Next, use a Phillips screwdriver to loosen the trim plate screws. While holding the trim plates in place, remove the trim plate screws, then remove the interior and exterior trim plates and dispose of properly. Use a Phillips screwdriver to remove the screws securing the lock case. Then, remove the lock case and dispose of properly. Next, use a Phillips screwdriver to remove the screws securing the strike plate. Then, remove the strike plate and dispose of properly. Position the replacement strike plate over the existing holes. Then, using a Phillips screwdriver, secure the strike plate using the supplied screws. Insert the lock case into the latch side pocket, with the latch bolt above the deadbolt as shown. The rounded portion of the latch bolt should be facing the interior. If it is not oriented properly, use a Phillips screwdriver, remove the two screws from the faceplate, and remove the faceplate. Rotate the latch bolt 180 degrees so that the rounded portion will face the interior of the home. Reinstall the faceplate using the previously removed screws. Once the lock case is inserted into the pocket, align it with the existing screw holes and secure using the two 3/4-inch screws provided. Position the exterior trim plate over the holes on the exterior of the door and hold in place. The spindle on the exterior trim plate should pass through the lock case until visible from the interior of the door. Position the interior trim plate, making sure the spindle inserts into the thumb turn on the interior trim plate. Line up the small holes in the trim plate with the holes on the interior of the door. Insert two 7/8-inch screws through the interior trim plate holes and thread into the exterior trim plate. Do not tighten the screws. Place the nylon washer over the spindle on the exterior handle. Fully insert the square spindle of the handle through the upper hole in the trim plate through the lock case, with the curved side facing up. Place the nylon washer over the interior handle. Slide the handle onto the square spindle. Push the handles together so that they are fully seated. Using a hex wrench, tighten the set screw on the interior handle. Then, use a Phillips screwdriver to tighten the trim plate screws. Check the latch and deadbolt for proper function. Slide the hold-open washer back and close the door. To replace the closer, start from the interior with the door closed. Separate the closer from the door by removing the long pin that attaches the closer to the door bracket. and the short pin that attaches the closer to the JAMB bracket. Dispose of the pins and closer properly. Using a drill with a Phillips bit, remove the screws securing the door bracket. Then, remove the bracket. Dispose of the screws and bracket properly. Using a drill with a Phillips bit, remove the screw in the JAMB bracket closest to the door. Then, remove the JAMB bracket arm. Dispose of the screws and bracket arm properly. Remove the existing screws from the JAMB bracket and remove the JAMB bracket base. Dispose of the screws and base properly. Position the replacement JAMB bracket base aligning with the screw holes in the door jamb. Fasten the base to the jamb using the provided 2-inch screws into the 2 holes closest to the interior of the home, leaving the last hole open. Attach the JAMB bracket arm to the base by inserting the tabs on the arm into the slots in the base. Fasten with the provided 2-inch screw. Position the replacement door bracket aligning with the screw holes in the door panel. Fasten using the provided screws. Place the hold-open washer on the closer rod. Pin the closer in place using the short pin in the JAMB bracket and the long pin in the door bracket. The storm door will close more quickly when the entry door is open. To achieve the proper closing speed, you will need to adjust the closer using the built-in adjustment screw. Check for safe closing speed with your entry door in both the closed and the open position. To prevent injury, make sure people and/or pets are completely through the opening before allowing the storm door to shut freely. If you wish to adjust the closing speed, use the adjustment valve. For a slower closing speed, use a Phillips screwdriver to turn the valve clockwise. For a faster closing speed, turn the valve counterclockwise. Congratulations! You have successfully replaced the hardware on your storm door. If you have questions about care, maintenance, or repair, call our Customer Care Center at 800-933-3626 or visit the Help Center in the Service section of our website at andersenstormdoors.com. Andersen, customer care is what we care about most.